Welcome back, guys. Let's continue with the sum of the arithmetic series. Okay, so let us look at this example here. The question for this example goes like this: determine the first three terms of the sequence. Determine the first three terms of the series. Determine the first three terms of the series. So what you need to know, right, when deriving this, we are looking for terms. Okay, so we are looking for terms, but we are given the sum. Okay, so what do you need to do? What is it that you need to do in order to change the sum into terms? So there is a relationship. Okay, there is a relationship between sums and terms, the Tn. All right, so you need to get the relationship between the two. All right, the relationship between the two. So you have noticed by now that when we want to get the sum of terms, okay, what do we do? For example, we have T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus Tn minus 1 plus Tn. Alright, so when we want to get the sum of terms, this is what we do, right? So the first term, second, third, until to the last term. So we add the terms, right? So this is a relationship between sums and terms, right? So we are given the question in a form of sum. We get the sum, not terms, but we are asked to find or calculate the first three terms. So what you should notice by now is that if I am going to get the sum of the first term, for example, that is just a single term, right? So that is just a single term. If I am to calculate the sum of the first two terms, right, that is sum of the first two terms, it has to do with T1 plus T2, right? Okay, so what about when I want to get a term, right, from the sum? So if I want to get a sum from the term, so this is what you need to know, that Tn is equal to Sn minus Sn minus 1. Okay, sorry, this, yes, Sn minus 1, something like this, right? What is it that I mean by this? It means that if I am to calculate, let's take T3, okay, term number 3. So I am supposed to say the sum of three terms minus the sum of three terms minus 1. Okay, that gives me term number 3. Let us try to explain this even further. All right, so let's just assume some terms. Okay, let's assume some terms. For example, 4 plus 11 plus 18. Okay, so if I am to get sum to the three terms, I'm going to add 4 plus 11 plus 18, right? Good. That is T1, T2, and T3. Okay. All right. So now, if I want to get T3 from sum, right? So I would say that the sum of the 3 terms minus the sum to 2 terms, right? That is for S3 minus 1. So this is what I meant by that. Okay, so this is how it goes. This is like a formula that you need to know every time. This is a formula that you need to know every time. Okay, so let us try and attack this question. So if you look at the question states that Sn is equal to 2n squared plus 9n. So what is that you're going to get? You're going to get the sum first. Okay, sum of the first terms is 2 times 1, 2 plus 9 times 1. Alright, so sum to one term is what we get here, that is 11, right? So we write down 11. And what is it that we know? We know that S1, okay, S1 is equal to T1. This S1 is equal to T1. So just look at that. So we have the first term already, okay, by substituting 1 in the equation. So we get 11. So 11 is equal to T1. All right. What about S2? Let's try S2. S2 is 2 times 2 squared plus 9 times 2, right? So what is it that we got? That is 4 times 2, 8 plus 9 times 2, right? 8 plus 18, so we get 26. Okay, S2 is 26. So what is it that we can do with this? We know that T2, right? We know that T2 is equal to S2 subtract S2 minus 1, right? So that means T2 is equal to 26 minus S2 minus 1 is equal to S1, which is T1, that is 11. So the final answer is 15. Okay, so T2 is 15. So the question was determine the first 3 terms of the series, the arithmetic. Okay, so the first term, that is T1, 11, and then T2, okay, T2 is 15. What about T3? Okay, we need T3. So T3, we get the difference, okay, that is a 4, right? So we add a 4, we get 19. So term number 3 is a plus, that is plus a 19, plus, that is 11, 15, and 19. These are the terms that we were looking for or asked to calculate, right? So I hope you guys are not lost. You got everything from this question. All right, so I'll try to answer the next question. So let's try and look at the next question. So the next question is determine the 12th term. So we are asked to determine the 12th term, so T12, okay, by using the formula. Okay, we are asked to determine by using that formula. Sn is equal to 2n squared plus 9n. So we are asked to determine the 12th term. Okay, all right, so it means the 12th term, but using this formula. All right, by using this formula. So what we are going to do, we know that T12 is equal to, right, S12 minus S11. Okay, so that is what we need to do. So we are going to sub that S12 as in this way, plus 9 times 12, right? Subtract. Okay, so we are subtracting. What are we subtracting? We are subtracting S11. S11 is going to be 2 times 11 squared plus the 9. Okay, so 9 times 11. All right, I hope you guys can see this. All right, I hope you can see, or let me try to rewrite. Okay, let me explain instead. So this bracket, right, is for the 12. Okay, is for the 12, and this the last bracket, which I could not complete because of my room is not enough, so it's completed here. Okay, so we're gonna use the calculator to finish up everything. Okay, that is 2 times 144 plus 9 times the 12, so I get 300. Okay, so T12 is equal to 396 minus, we are not done, so we're subtracting the other bracket, that is 2 times 11 squared plus 9 times 11, that is 341. Okay, so we got the final answer as 55. Okay, so term number 12, using this formula, is 55. So this is the answer. Okay, so I hope you guys find these things interesting and easy. All right, so determine the 12th term by determining the formula of the nth term. So they are asking us to determine the 12th term, but using the nth term formula. So this is an arithmetic. Okay, the arithmetic series. Okay, so the nth term formula, we know that Tn is equal to A plus N minus 1D. So this is how we determine the nth term. So we need A, D, and Tn. We need A, D, and Tn. Okay, but Tn is the 12th term. So the 12th term, we are asked to, let me rephrase, okay, determine the 12th term by determining the formula. Okay, so we need to find the 12th term using the nth term formula. So what is it that we have here, guys? The question, determine the 12th term by determining the formula of the nth term. So the formula of the nth term, what is it that we need? We need A. So A, we already calculated A. Our A is 11, if you can remember very well. Our A is 11. Okay, so here is T1, which is equal to S1. That is 11 plus N, okay, minus 1. What is D? Our D is 4, right? Yes, 4. So this is the formula of the nth term. Okay, let me just say the formula of the nth term. So what is it that we receive from here? We receive 11 minus a 4, that is 7. So it's gonna be 7. Yes, 11. If you check here, we're gonna multiply 4 into -1, that is -4. So 11 minus -4, it's gonna be 7 plus 4n. Okay, so Tn is equal to 7 plus 4n. Okay, so that is the formula of the nth term, but they say we should determine the 12th term by using this formula. So let us try and use this formula, which means let me rewrite it here. Let's determine the 12th term. So T12 is equal to 7 plus 4 times 12, right, using the nth term formula. So when we use our calculator, what is it that we got? So when we use our calculator, we got 7 times 4 times 12. Sorry, that is 7 plus 4 times 12. That is 55, right? So if you punch your calculator, you're still gonna get 55 by using the nth term formula. So yeah, that is it for this question. All right, so that is it for this question. We will look for more questions on our next video. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, that is Basic Math Academy. All right, we will post the link on our videos. All right, so if you're on Facebook, we are Basic Math page. All right, so guys, thank you.